Now, for example, so let's say that we understood about the props, how to use the props and all those things we understood. Now in this single post, let's say that here I'm having one div. Okay. So here I'm having one div and I am using one anchor link. So click here to change title. So I will be using click here to change title. And this one I will be having a click event @click.prevent change title. So I will be using change title, one method. So now here I will be having this one. So this is the methods. So here you will be having methods change title. So in this one, so we can access the properties. So here the props is there, right? We can access the props just like this dot post dot title is equal to post title change something. I want to change the title. So whether this one works or not, let's try to see it. So what I am trying to do here, so we are having a, so here we are having, so for each one we are having this one. Okay. For each one we are having a link. So whenever I click on this one, it needs to change the title. Okay. So that is the thing which I am trying to do it. So here, whether it will work or not, we'll try to see. So for each post I am having one link. Click here to change the title. Whenever I click on this one, it will change the title, this one. So now if I click on this one, see the post title has changed. So each one, the post title has been changed. But here you will get a warning. So most probably you will be getting a warning. Let's try to see it in the console. So here we are not getting. So here the props value, we are trying to change the props value. So here we are able to get it. So normally what we need to do is the props are meant for only read only. So you should not never change the values directly. So what we can do is, for example, if you change this one, so you cannot able to get the whole title again. So we cannot able to get the whole title. Instead of that one, what we can do is, so here we can use some other thing. So I am trying to show you the another way. So post data is equal to empty. So I am taking one variable, intermediate variable. In the lifecycle hook, I can use a mounted. So here I can write something like this dot post data is equal to this dot post. So I am copying this one all. Now I can play around with this variable. So the post data, I can use it here. And I can play around with this one. So here I can use it, this dot post data dot title. Now if you see the output, how it will behave, let's try to see. So if I try to refresh this page, now if I click on this one, so then also it will work without any problem. But now we are able to have a props data also, the actual data which we are able to get it from the parent. Now let's say that here in the parent, I am having another variable, another link, that is nothing but, so anchor link. Okay, so change post title. So I am trying to change the post title here also. So from the parent I am trying to change it. @click.prevent is equal to change title. So here also I am using same method, change title, but here this one is in the parent component. So here I can use methods change title. So here I can use this dot posts of 0. So I will be using posts of 0. So first one I will try to change it. Dot title is equal to, so post 1 changed from parent. My keyboard is not nice. Okay, fine. So now here post 1 has been changed from parent. Now let's see the output. So this is change post title is coming, is having only single one or single link only will be having. Why? Because this is coming from the parent component. These are all the single post, these are all child components link. Now if I click on this one, whether this title one will change or not, let's see. So for example, if I click on this one, it is changing. Now if I click on this one, the first post title will change or not, let's try to see. If I click on this one, see, it has been also changed it. So wherever you want to change this one, so this one, if you try to change it from the parent or from the child, it will be changed. Again, the single post component, it will be re-rendered. Okay, it will be re-rendered with the updated values which are being updated from the parent component. So that means there is no need to fear that whenever the main data has been updated, there is no need to think that this child component will able to get update or not. There is no need to think. Automatically this child components will try to re-render it. So this is also one of the important concept, you need to understand it. So whenever I am trying to change it from the parent, or then also the same things will change, or otherwise when you try to change it here, so then also it will change it. So don't think that these things will change it from the parent. So when you try to change it here in the single post, so the title we have changed it, right? Don't think that in the main parent this data will be changing. So this data will not change. The single post data which you are getting, that value only will be changed. So that is also one of the important concept, you need to understand it. So this is the thing which you need to remember whenever we are trying to change the data in the parent or in the child. So it will change it. Whenever you are trying to change the props, it's better recommended to use an intermediate variable and use it like this. Why? Because the props are read only. It will be used as a read only. So we need to be able to read it from the props and we need to display it. We should not overwrite the data. So that is also one of the important concept, you need to understand it. So this is all overall about the props concept which are involved in the Vue.js. So these props mainly used for the communication from parent to child. Okay. So like this you can use it. So now you can able to read these all things. So greetings. So this is a shortcut notation. Instead of having a object and all those things, you can mention directly string also. How they are trying to tell you is, so there are different ways, so you can have it. So here post is there, right? Instead of having required true and all those things, you can write directly object like this. So they are trying to tell you this type of scenario. So this is also okay. There are so many shortcuts which you will be having. So here you need to understand greeting hyphen message, and here you using greeting a message, M is capital. So these are dynamic things. So post dot title, these are dynamic. We are sending it as dynamic only, right? Post, entire post we are trying to send it. So here they are sending it as total title, they are sending it. So that's it. These are all the things you can see and you can understand it. See here, warning, props are read only. So we should not manipulate the props thing. So that is also one of the important thing which you need to understand it. So props are meant for only read only. We should not manipulate the props thing. Prop validation also we have learned different types of prop validation, and we have seen about the custom validations also. Boolean casting, these all things are okay, fine. That's it. These are all about the props thing. So tomorrow you will see how we can do what I can say from child to parent, how we can communicate from the child to parent using the events. We'll try to see it.